Hey, good evening. Welcome to my channel. Hold on, fam. Good afternoon, family. Welcome to my channel, the underrated dog, yours true, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Welcome to the underrated afternoon talk. Welcome. It's been a minute. I think I did it a month ago, so I think I bring it back. Welcome. Wait for some people to come in. Well, let me get these announcements out the way first. I did a video about a little more than an hour ago. I want y'all to go check that out. And also, I'm doing another mukbang. The underrated mukbang 7. That's 7 o'clock tonight Eastern Standard Time. Might do a dessert for it, so watch out for that. All right. So I will be back. Oh, there you go. Mike Boxing. Okay. So watch out for that. But I did a video little little more than an hour ago. I want y'all to go check it out. Again, you're on the underrated afternoon talk. So I'm gonna hit my boxing right here. Bang. Boom 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 boom. No, I
What's
cannot
up,
say bang.
boy?
What's going on?
Not that much. About to about to get on this grill again, make some jerk hamburgers.
Oh, there you go. Ah, man. Make a brother hungry, man. What's up?
Hey man, viewers around, man. I shoot, this is my first time making them, but shoot, you could be an experiment on these.
All right. That's what's up, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
ain't doing that. What you was just about to get off?
No, I just got on.
Oh, what you got going on?
No, I'm just, I did this like last month and it was all right. I did it the last time I did was a month ago, it was like 3 o'clock. So this the second on the underrated afternoon talk and stuff like that because I was gonna do it at 3, but I'm coming back. I'm coming back at 7 o'clock tonight
Right.
with the underrated mukbang 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I can dig it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know me, I be grinding. You know how I do. I be grinding, man. I don't be playing okay. Oh, shout out to Tone Malone in the chat. Thank you so much to be here. And also thank you for always supporting me. And also that thank you to share out the links. Let me read this first and everything. The link is in the chat. Anybody that wants to join. Anybody that wants to join. Let me see. This says like this says mute your mic, bro. Too much noise in the background.
Oh my bad.
All right. So I wanna welcome everybody. Wait for some people to come through. Link is in the chat. Mm-hmm. Welcome to my channel, the underrated darkness, your street, the underrated one. The number one grinder. Let me go read this. Come enjoy real conversations with the underrated one, us as the righteous ones. Individually, let's make a change within ourselves and genuine be there for each other. We all we got. That's it. We all we got. So that's what's up, y'all. You know, we need to work among ourselves. We need to spread to others. Also, I want you to check out Sheila the Quiet Storm. We She did a live this morning. I was on it. It was very powerful. I want y'all to check that out. And we wait for some people to come on. And again, you know, I will have the underrated Mukbang 7. That's tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might throw some dessert with it. I don't know, depends. But y'all gonna be shocked. Y'all gonna be very shocked with what I'm gonna do tonight. Y'all gonna be very shocked. But this is my creation. Gonna be very shocked. Watch and see. Turn it up. So welcome again, my brother Mike Boxing. He from the family LDBC. That stands for Lions Den Boxing and Basketball Community. All right, that's LDBC. So welcome back, my brother. You can unmute your mic now if you want to talk.
Yeah, what we
Or
got?
you,
What you got going on today? What's the topic?
um, hmm, probably talk about the aftermath, and then also of the election, and also probably talk about the us as a people, how we, well, what moves we're gonna do to make sure that our agenda to be noted, to be counted, and we talk about different things, man. Let's see what's up, man. So let me ask you. So what you think about yesterday when you found out that Biden won the election?
Well, I was kind of like, what they do. You know what I'm saying? And partially because, like, I don't, I don't trust neither one of them
Right.
to do what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And some people, I understand it. They out there like, yeah, well, I voted for Biden because, Kamala Harris and stuff like that, being a
Mm-hmm.
woman or being a so-called black woman. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all have to, they need to understand it's like, folks just need to put things in perspective. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you voting for somebody that's like has done, you know, that has exhibited evil ways towards so-called her own kind. Because all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden, now she's black. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but she has exhibited evil ways towards her own kind. But you voting for her because she's a female? Because come on, man. Like, let's get real. It's like, let's not, you know, I'm not gonna say it to their face because they my family members and stuff like that. And I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, we gotta be better than that. You know what I'm saying? Than having to pick between two evils and you know, and celebrating living vicariously through somebody else. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because they don't mean us a damn. Like I said yesterday, they don't know they never went, you know, hungry and shit like that, they had money and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so to celebrate and live vicariously through them because of she's the first woman and stuff like this or whatever the case may be, is lame. It's lame as hell. Because what are you gonna get from it?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, she's a sorority sister and this and the third. She's the first this and what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do for non-sorority women?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then on that case, what makes you think that at this point in her life that you know um where she is in her life is is what she's doing is bigger than that. Is she gonna sacrifice, you know, um, what she's done to help, people in her sorority out get them jobs,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what a lot of these motherfuckers are thinking. They're thinking that they're gonna get a job,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they're supposed to be part of the same fraternity. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, this ain't nothing. The only thing you should be celebrating is getting this orange man at the house, but it shouldn't be nothing should be celebrated about getting the lesser of two evils in the house. Knowing now, well, at the end of the day, with these three, with these two numbskulls on there, you still gonna be a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say about the election.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Doctors. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Um, also, this is the second underrated afternoon talk. We're still waiting for some more people to come through. So they can join, so they can get into conversation, and so we're waiting for that. And also, well, I would say this that I'm gonna echo what I'm saying yesterday. Is this that you got people that they think, oh, buying one, yeah, yeah, they think everything is back to normal, but it ain't. We still got work to do as us as a people, and we got to really keep on striving, especially us as black men. We should never let nothing get in the way. You know, I feel that's a very important thing. That's very important that we need to think about it, especially us black men. We got to unite because there are some that vote for Trump, and there are some that voted for Biden, and so we got to find a way to join together, make sure that us as black men need to be united. I think that when we start letting parties get in the way of our well being, that is a problem. And so that's why it is very important that we gotta keep on striving, and we gotta develop more opportunities. We got to develop more spaces so we could talk things out and also trust each other and work in accordance within us, within ourselves and others. And I feel that is very important. So we just cannot just thinking that somebody that's not bringing something to the table that we assume, because they do. They could bring some. They could bring a whole lot to the table. So we need every amount of positive message as we need it as a black man, and we got to work. We got to work with together. We got to work with each other. We have to. It's a must. Tyrone Church, what's going on, homie? That's good. What's blazing in sports? What's good? Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Right. Hit the like button and share this out. Hit the like button and share this out. Anybody that wants to get on the panel, here goes the link. Here goes the link. So that's what I see. Is there going to be some brothers going to be in division that don't want to work? Yeah, it is. But it's not going to be the ones that you think is going to be. It's going to be the ones that already have, and they don't want to share. They always want to be away. They just want to be around certain groups of people. Those are the ones. But we have to respect each other, man. We really do. No.
And another thing, I think with this, you know, I think what another problem is that every time something happens, or if it's Juneteenth or whatever the case may be, you know, um, folks want uh, black folks to uh, not spend money. You know what I'm saying, for that day
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. You know, and really to tell you the truth, that's not going to that hasn't been doing shit. Not spending money hasn't been doing shit. Letting them know how much um, black society in America is worth to America is to me a dumb way to go. And the reason why I say it's a dumb way to go is because they already fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
They already know how much Black America is worth to America. What I think we should do is just flat out try our best. Even though a lot of these flash establishments don't have the best of the customer service, you know, in the world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
JT?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think really we should try to buy black. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the things that we have been doing, the McDonald's, the Burger King, the burger, all this other shit, the Cracker Barrel, KFC, churches, Popeyes, chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think we need to stay away from that shit. Um, Including the Chinese food restaurants, the Chick-fil-A's. I think we need to start to stay away from that stuff. And and the Louis Vuittons, the Gucci, um, Prada, all this other, non-essential shit that we don't need, but we trying to, look good for who? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I think we need to I think we need to get away from that shit, man, and start showing these guys like, you know, now we mean business. We not just somebody that's gonna sit up over here and buy your shit and then shuck and jive. You know what I'm saying? Because what we've been doing over since we was free, and probably around the 70s and 80s until now. It's just, we've been doing a whole bunch of soft shoe ass shit. Straight up. We've been doing a whole bunch of soft shoe ass shit. We've been getting ran over and fucked over, and we keep doing the same shit. We still keep getting the same sorry ass song. And that's the reason why, a lot of my friends be laughing at me and shit, but I'm making my damnness not to eat out. I'm to eat at home. I don't own no fucking Jordans. I don't own no Gucci. I don't own none of that, no Louis Vuitton, none of that type of fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I go out when I go out to a bar, whatever the case may be, hanging around with my with my hoes, shit like that. They be like, what kind of shoes you got on? I was like, the same ones
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple months ago. They be like, ugh, why you always got a girl? Like, bitch, look, let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you something. You think that I won't if I want somebody's attention, I'm a step to them. And you only wearing that shit because you want attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want people to acknowledge you. The same reason why niggas get shiny big ass rims. And when they stop at the light, they want to look at you to see if you see the shiny ass rims. Nigga, don't you see these Jordans I'm wearing? Like, don't nobody care. Like, why we always got to be the ones to worry about? It's always like the brokest niggas around here always got the, has the most to fucking prove. Always got to hold on to something that don't mean nothing. And we keep doing it. We keep doing it over and over again, holding on to shit that don't mean nothing. Nobody give a fuck about what you wearing, but or or what you got, what kind of car you driving. Not that we need to hit the reset button on and
Mm-hmm.
start taking care of ourselves and to put more money in our pocket and to put more money in our communities and to get people on a better path on spending on shit on what they need. Probably even get motherfuckers to start opening up their own businesses, sell their own clothes. You know, you go
Mm-hmm.
out there and open up their own restaurant. I don't care what you're doing. It could be a goddamn hot dog stand outside the motherfucking club. Do something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Oh, let me get this out. Hey, thank you, Tyrone Church. I ain't see you in a while. Thanks for coming, and thanks for taking out the time. What's blazing sports that you listen from the gym. Get your workout on. Your peace to you and your family. Also, Tyrone Church. Peace to you and your family. Again, welcome to my channel, Money Boy Films. What's good? Oh, Money Boy Films. What's good with you, homie? That's he part of the Cali family. The underrated one family. There goes the link right there. If you want to join on, Money Boy Films, that we greatly appreciate it. I got the gang though. All right. Welcome. This is the afternoon. D Hodges. What's good? What's good? What's good? Um, like I said, if you so welcome to the second underrated afternoon talk with my with my man right here from the LDBC, Mike Boxing. Mike Boxing, yo, Mike, you got to give me your the email again, dog, cause the email that you had before they keep on rejecting me. Or you want mine.
No, I got you. I got you.
Okay, yeah. Send me an email later on so I could plug you in and everything. All right, so the people see like people's coming in now. So anybody that wants to join the panel, the link is right there. I'm just saying, no shenanigans or nothing. So um yeah, but oh, you missed it yesterday. I had the sports and politics on the Darkness Roundtable. I did that. That was 10. Yeah, that was 10. You missed that one. That was good. That was a good one. That was a good one. But but also I would say this that I meant to say this in this election too. It goes to show that us as black men we do have power. We do are forced to be reckoned with. And I know there are some black women that say things about us as black men. And I know there are brothers in this chat that are married. And it's great that you have a wife that supports you, because you're going to need that, because we're going to be under attack. Let it be known. It's going to be some toxic women, and it's going to be some toxic brothers going to be on attack because they thinking they might, how dare you stand up. So I'm just saying, any black woman that you're sure of yourselves, that you are a positive black man, you're gonna need your support. You're gonna be under attack. The ones that stand within righteousness is gonna be under attack, and you have to understand that comes with the territory. So I don't care if what kind of work you do, or what company that you own, or you work, or whatever it is. When you stand within righteousness, you're going to be under attack. So understand that, and we just have to be ready to defend it. We have to be ready to stand up and be as a man. Okay, and so that is very important. We have to make a mark, and and that's very important. Oh yeah, Money Boy Films too. Next month, I'm gonna do a special live about Gano. So I'm gonna get in touch with you soon. I'm gonna set up. It's gonna be like early after. Well, it's gonna be in the afternoons. That means morning time for you. So I'm gonna set it up, and we gonna talk about Gano, how improve us. You know. So watch it. So look out for that. If y'all can hear me in the chat, press one. If you can hear me in the chat, press one. Yeah. So go ahead, bro.
I
Anything
mean,
you
yeah,
want to
with that whole you know, the under attack stuff. I mean, we already under attack.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even see how um some of these so-called ladies um tried to come at you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna keep continue to do stuff like that, throwing around the misogyny word every time they get a chance. But it's just something that is sad. It's quite sad, but really to tell you the truth, it's just something that we're gonna have to deal with because we're not gonna stop the way somebody thinks when their mind is made up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
stop that. They're gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
they have an agenda to push. We got an agenda to push.
Mm-hmm.
ICE got an agenda to push. So, it's just we're not gonna be able to stop it. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people online, you know, you, listen, and this is what I came across to yesterday on Laws D Screen, you know, and this type of behavior keeps popping up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's Twitter, I don't care if it's Instagram, YouTube, or whatever. When you are talking to somebody, obviously defending, um, um, you know, men's rights, human rights, whatever. When you're talking to people, people are going to, and because most people now they feel like they're, you know, they have a platform, they got to protect their brand on social media, they got to protect, all that stuff. So you can't really talk to people online. You know, you just got to fall back and let them say whatever the fuck they said. Because as soon as you engage with them, you're not going to be right. You're going to be wrong, and they're going to go to the defensive, and they're going to go to an offensive with it. I.e., I don't know if you ever been on somebody's boxing channel and you guys going back and forth talking about boxing. What is
Yeah.
going to happen? They're going to try to, attack you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Personally attack
Mm-hmm. Right.
you.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, you know, I think, as men, if that's, if, whether or not you're talking about men, whether or not you're just talking about blackness or whatever, as far as protecting, I think
Uh-huh.
that we just need to be on our own. Stay, you know what I'm saying? Stay in their own like little spot, stay on their own, fuck, forget all them. We got people out here writing for blackness, writing for you know, manhood, you know what I'm saying, stuff out here. So if we just leave the motherfuckers alone and let them do what they do and let's
Uh-huh.
push our shit and at the same time is better ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And
Uh-huh.
it is not going to be a problem because they always going to be around.
Yeah.
We can't stop them.
That's
You
true.
can't stop nobody from running their mouth on social media
Mm-hmm.
or in the news. You can't stop them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, again. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Facebook fam. Thank that Facebook. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us live. I'm sorry, Facebook fam. We just running off of our mouth. But again, thanks for the ones that in the chat. Thanks for showing up and everything. That we greatly appreciate it. The Hodges, Money Boy Films, Tyrone Church, um, What's Blazing in Sports, Tone Malone. That's what's up. I appreciate you showing up. And this is let's see, let me read this again before I change it up a little bit. Yeah, but welcome to my channel, the underrated doctor. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Also, this is the second underrated afternoon talk. And let me read this first. Come and join real conversation with the underrated one. Us as the righteous ones individually, let's make a change within ourselves and genuinely be there for each other. We all we got. Just remember that, y'all. We all we got. So, um, we're gonna switch it up here. Switch it up here. Then thank y'all. Got the homie Mike Boxing, part of LDBC. Want y'all go check out his channel. And we gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep this conversation going. Yeah, we're gonna keep this.
you still there, JT? Oh, where you go? Well, underrated dropped off. It looked like. Oh, there
Yeah,
you
I'm
back.
right
You
here.
back?
I'm right here.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna step in and wait for you to come back. Um, but yeah, man, because that Ice Cube shit was crazy, man. And that shit really pissed me off because a lot of the misinformation with him is by all those the man hating club. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them just saying, well, he should never went up over there and talk to Trump and this and the third. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, this is a bad time. And I'm thinking in my head, like, in war, when you in warfare, there ain't never no good. There ain't no never. There is no such thing as a good time. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
anything, it's either you take what you got right now, or you don't. There ain't no
Right.
never no good time. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm listening to these folks, it's like they're blatantly just leaving out the fact that Ice Cube never met with Trump, right? They're leaving out that Ice Cube didn't go over there to talk about no damn platinum plan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And most of all, they left out that, he's trying to, well, they also left out that the contract with Black America does include with women, but the reason why they leave it out though, because they want specific things in there for women, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they go to say, oh, well, that just shows you he's a misogynist because he didn't even try to put women first and this and the third. It's like, dude, I was like, first of all, you can't, like, why the fuck, as a human being, do you want to somebody always got to tell somebody how to do their damn job? Do you think Ice Cube uh, was thinks like you when doing these things? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that if you were in Ice Cube's shoes that you would have done this? Matter of fact, you don't have to be in Ice Cube's shoes to come up with a contract with Black America. You could have typed something up. Hell,
Mm-hmm.
you could go to his website. You could take his idea and put your own spin on it. But
Yeah.
you won't do that. Even all these females out here talking about those specific female issues that need to be addressed in there. They didn't even they haven't even sent them nothing. None of
Right.
them.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just but that's just the name of the game. It's like it just seems like with all this stuff going on with this election, with you know, us as black men and stuff like that, and all this this butt breaking they doing out here and all this stuff. It really seems like everything is just all based off of social media propagandalists, and just feeding out misinformation. Because half of the majority of America, they get their news from Facebook. They get their news from Twitter and Instagram. They hardly ever go to the news website or go to the news channel and listen. These youngins, they're getting it from there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really how a lot of this attack on black men really go down. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is on the internet.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to welcome Rashid D. What's going on, brother? Glad you're here. Again, this is the second underrated underrated afternoon talk. My channel is the underrated darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Anybody that comes in the chat that is new, please subscribe, hit the bell, hit the while you're coming, hit the like and share this out. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let me change this up now. Let me change this up now. Uh, oh snap! Let me see something. Okay, I got okay. So welcome everybody. Welcome. And also, let me ask you a question. What's up with the WBC, Mike, of that belt? They gonna say that I heard that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones they gonna have him fight for that belt. Is that true?
You talking about the Black Lives Matter bill?
No, that's the Black Lives Matter belt.
Yep.
Yeah, explain that please to the family.
Well, the WBC every now and again makes novelty belts like the Mayan belt and
Mm-hmm.
a couple other belts, but now they got the Black Lives Matter belt for the winner of Roy versus Mike Tyson.
Mm.
And let me tell y'all something. This is the sad thing about it, and this is the reason why I always tell people this is that some people just can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just can't help themselves. It's like you got KFC getting it, doing Black Lives Matter slogan. You got all these companies out here doing Black Lives Matter slogan. They don't give a damn about you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And for them to do that, it's really, in my opinion, a slap in the motherfucking face. It's a slap in the face. You know, when you got all these people out here, making fun of Ice Cube, making fun of Black Lives Matter, making fun of people dying in the streets by way of hand of people that's supposed to sit there, supposed to be there and protect you. I'm telling you, they doing this stuff on purpose. I seriously think when Marcelio Suleiman and the other his other cohorts on the WBC making that belt, I guarantee you last.
Mm-mm-mm.
What is the WBC making the Black Lives Matter belt have to do with anything? Anything.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't donated no money. You ain't had no press conferences. You didn't get no black man, no black woman input. You you got out there and chose to make a decision, to basically slap this shit in her. To me, it's just disrespectful. It's just downright disrespectful that somebody can sit up over here and and just like literally every time we turn around play with shit like this, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just said the winner. Let me get this straight. The winner of Roy Jones and Mike Tyson Hall of Famers. So
They
so
give the
now
nigga
so
belt.
so so, so now we fighting Hall of Famers now. That is old.
Yeah, they get the nigga belt, the winner.
Wow, yo, this is
Man,
crazy,
Digo,
man.
the man Digo belt.
Oh wow, man. What's up? Oh my goodness, man. Oh boy, what is they doing, man? Like, I thought it was just an exhibition. That's it.
Yeah, it's an exhibition, all right. Well, they can call it whatever they want to. They can call it an exhibition. They can call it whatever they want to. But when Mike and Roy get in that ring, you know what I'm saying? When Mike and Roy get in that ring, that's depending on what they do, it ain't gonna be no damn exhibition. I don't care how many minute rounds.
Uh
I don't care what the boxing commission say. They're gonna do what they want to do. You know
huh.
what I'm saying? They're gonna do what they want to do. And ain't nobody training that hard, that hard, you know what I'm saying? For no damn exhibition like this. And these boxing commissions and WBC and all these clowns want to say, oh no, if they do this and do that, they're just gonna do this. Okay, let me tell you something. They could just take the fight somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need them. They don't need you. You need their money. They can go somewhere else and fight for the Black Lives Matter bill.
Mm. Now what about Fury instead of fight Wilder? I heard he's supposed to fight somebody else. Is that true?
Well, I don't know the particulars and everything, but I'm gonna tell you this. Let me break it down in small steps because you probably weren't paying attention to the whole thing. A lot of people getting it wrong. Bob
Okay.
Earl said he wants to fight, right? He said that it's Tyson Fury that chose to do what he's doing. Wilder said
Oh.
Wilder saying it's like, I don't know what the hell you guys talking about. We agreed on December 19th. It's like, why do I need to sit up over here and talk to you guys? We agreed to fight on December 19th.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's like, why the fuck do I need to go back and forth with you guys and talk about what? Talk about if I want to have the fight or not? Because that's what they were saying. It's like, well, we haven't heard from him and this and the third since then. But they already agreed on to have the fight in December 19th. So whoever Tyson Fury thought he was going to fight, he might not even be fighting him unless he won a lawsuit.
Mm. Okay.
So, and if that lawsuit comes, you know what else is going to come with that lawsuit?
Yeah.
You know. So
Mm-hmm.
if I was Tyson Fury, I would just take the water fight. You beat it. Okay. First fight was withdrawal, right? Second fight, you won. Okay. Well, you won so easy. How come you just keep coming to do it again?
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
What you
Keep on
scared
going.
of?
Keep on. Yeah.
You still there? You still there, Jake? Well,
Yeah. No. Keep on going. I'm coming back.
all right. So you know what you scared of? But you know, like I said, it's that clown shit again. When you get people that got YouTube channels that are social media personalities, it's that same shit. You know, people always feel that they can just you know have to their defend themselves. Every time some bullshit pop up, or you ain't gonna ask me what's my name. It's my channel. You know what I'm saying? Same thing Tyson Fury doing with Wilder. Going around here talking about the dude every single chance he get and just dragging him through the mud because he won once and he might not win the second one. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I can see. I can see why he's not going to take the rematch. That he doesn't want to take the rematch. And that's not the first time Tyson Fury has done something like this. So you know, you always got to check your source of information, man. Out there. I think I need one more piece of ginger. One more. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this piece right here. Yeah. Always got to check it. But I think the fight is going to happen December 19th or December sometimes. Sometime. Then the winner of that can go and get can the winner of that, and Anthony Joshua get past this fight and stuff like that. Hopefully, everybody can meet up and actually give a fight to the people, the fight fans who pay the checks and shit like that. But as far as boxing concerned, um, I think boxing is just full of greedy people, um, and that includes the promoters, the boxing commissions, all of that. You're just full of a whole bunch of greedy ass people, and that's just how it is. JC, you back? JC, you back? Nah, he ain't back yet. Yeah, man. But what else we got? Well, we can get back to the buying thing. Um, I just hope that Yeah, they do that. I just hope that with this whole Biden shit,
Yeah.
that Biden and Kamasutra Harris. I just hope that you know they do right by the people. They don't make the same mistakes that everybody else has been making, or that
Mm-hmm.
Kamala Harris and Joe Biden make the same mistakes they have made in the past. Um, I wish you the best, man, and I hope for the best because it's not about whether or not I like these individuals and stuff like that, but it's more towards the making the country better than what it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
As far as race relations up over here in America, which is at a high time low, um, and all this stuff, man, out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the economy, we've been jacked up since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, I just wish that at the end of the day, this right here, they get in here, they do well. They get in here and they make strides, man. They make real good strides to make this shit better off than what it is, man. Because we're to say the truth, we right, you know, we right
Mm-hmm.
in the motherfucker out here, and um, a lot of people out here think this shit is a joke. This shit
Yeah.
is not a joke. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like when you thinking about, you know, your grandmammy and your grandma healthcare and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and how they gonna be living and the rest of their lives out during retirement, pre-existing condition. That could be you, your child, and all
Mm-hmm.
that,
Yeah.
and the list goes on and on. I don't care. School, do I think that they should make amnesty for college students? They loans? No, because they chose to do it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Everybody in American society is not um, successful off of going to college anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's another thing they need to think about. I think help out the working class, the people that's not going to college, that are actually busting their ass, making society great. You know,
Yeah.
worry about the teachers first. Worry about these doctors over here that ain't getting paid enough. Worry about these programs that's around here for introducing people back into society from being incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Um, these motherfuckers out really tell the truth. I really don't care who's on crack and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it's a big thing. But should nobody be going to AA or rehab for smoking no goddamn weed? You know what I'm saying? Like they be doing now when your ass get locked up and shit. They want to send you to AA and make you piss for some damn weed, and that ain't doing nothing but taking money from the damn state. That ain't nothing but taking money and time from the damn state. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things that needs to be done, but I think it should be these babies first and the less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, all those type of people, those type of individuals first, because the babies in the house to be here. The people that's less fortunate, um, odds is 9 times out of 10, they gonna need some little help to get up out of that situation they in. You know what I'm saying? They gonna need a little push sometimes, not all the time. You know what I'm saying? But our society should not be based off of Eat Better Tonight card and Section 8 and SSI. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be based off of that. If you got a couple of kids and you can't afford the daycare and all this stuff, it should be like, find some work for somebody. Find some work. Whether or not
Yeah.
it's holding a sign up for a construction site, whether or not it's cleaning the roads in the community, whether or not it's going around painting fucked up
Yeah.
walls, helping
But
the elderly out with their lawns
yeah, but
and making sure they got heat and ACs.
yeah, but I would say this. Yeah, I would say this. Don't even cut you. I would say that now the ones that really needs it, that the one SSI and Social Security. We ain't gonna talk about them. The one that's sorely needed, yeah, I agree with not what you talking. I just want to put it out there. The one that's sorely needed, we not talking about. He not talking about. I just want to let people not talking about Joe. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that we gotta watch out for. You can go, keep on go. Oh, let me put this out there too. Thanks for the donation. Go, Professor. Thank you for the super chat. And also, thanks for Information Man for the super chat, too. Welcome. This is my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, The Underrated One, the number one grinder. This is the second underrated afternoon talk. Anybody that wants to join the panel, feel free. It's up to y'all if you want to join the conversation. If not, that's fine with me. Also, I will be back 7 o'clock tonight. I'll be doing the underrated mukbang 7. Please, check out my mukbangs, family. Put some comments on those. You know what I'm saying? I noticed they ain't put no comments on those. Put a comment on those mukbangs. So I'll be doing the underrated mukbang 7. That would be 7 o'clock tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Eastern Standard Time. So I want y'all to go check it out. And also, I did a video about close to an hour and a half ago. I want y'all to go. I want y'all to check that out. Put some comment on that too. All right. So welcome, Information Man. Welcome to Go Professor. If y'all wants to come up, that's up to y'all. You want to come up? Feel free. Join the conversation. So that's it. Keep on going, bro.
Yeah, JT, right, man. I ain't talking about the people that actually need it, man. I'm talking about the people that, you know, they need it temporarily, and or people that just need like a little help to get them to the next hump. You know what I'm saying? So they can
Mhm.
better themselves. But what I am saying is that you know some people they want to work. You know what I'm saying? They want to get off on that thing, and I think that there's things out there that should be in place. San Diego, they had this thing called Caltrans. Caltrans is basically like cleaning up the highways and stuff like that. Um, remember, Fidel Castro, he had a system to where the actual school children went around town teaching the people that couldn't how to read. You know what I'm saying? So there's all types
Mhm.
of, um, how would you say, there's all types of, unorthodox ways of maximizing human resources. You know what I'm saying? Because human
Mhm.
resources, always equals dollars. So, there's all types of ways that we can, as a society, help out.
Mhm.
And it's just like I don't see how you can necessarily do that when we just always have these 70-year-old white men. No offense, trying to tell um a young black society how to live. I don't think that'll ever work. You know what I'm saying? And, and,
Well,
and what and what Kamala Harris, you know, I do need to stop making fun of that woman's name though, because it ain't gonna do us no good. You know what I'm saying? Calling that woman Kama Sutra Harris. But she did it. Hey, um, but I don't see them. They can't relate to none of us. Look at the way she
well,
did. You know what I'm saying? She can't
well.
relate. She can't relate to none of us.
We gotta understand one thing. That's the propaganda too. They want to put something out there that they think we could relate. But these, you gotta understand. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they don't want to relate to. I mean, I know they said that they always said that. Oh, they supposed to be governing for all, but we gonna take that out for now. They don't. They never want to relate to us as a people anyway. We
Right.
all they never did, and they not. That's why us as a people, that I will keep on saying this, and I'm gonna keep on hopping onto it. Wherever eagle that you on, wherever occupation what you on, wherever business that you on, or there's people in the middle class or lower class, one way or the other. And I know some people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We gotta find a way to stick together because it's going down. The
Well,
alphabet company is going, alphabet people is going to get it, and I said alternative. Y'all know what I'm talking when I say alternative living, alternative choice. They going to get it. So that means again, we have to keep on fighting for the bottom. But this is the thing about us as too. We got to unite. Well, a lot of us wants to be leaders, and so, instead of some of us to be team players. And that's what's going to come to, especially us as black men. I'm just saying, I hear in a lot of conversations lately. Oh, you this and you that. We got to do here. We got to do that. At the end of the day, you still a black man. At the end of the day, we better unite because if we let parties get in the way, and we let our egos get in the way, and we let families get in the way, only ones we can blame is ourselves. With me, that means we finishing ourselves. Oh, I'm just saying, black man. Say you want to speak together, you gotta trust each other too. Because I was listening to our new style. These brothers make some valid points, but at the same time, I would say this: our time is now. If some brothers don't get it, you ain't gonna never get it. But I know that we have to unite, especially us as a people. We gotta see this system of things how it is. The other Ray J, what's good, homie? Thanks for coming. The other Ray J, I met him at Cool Gents 87 chat. It's a good brother right here. I want you to go support it. And the brothers in the chat too. I want you to go support Information Man. I want you to support Go Professor. I want you to subscribe to them too. I want y'all to do that. Please, 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 please. I want you to interview subscribe to them. Also, I do have a Cash App. My Cash App is dollar sign capital JT 53000. Also, I have a PayPal. It's JT Black 53. All right. So that's what's up and everything. Thank you, the other Ray J, to join. And also, again, welcome to my channel, the Underrated Darklist. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Anybody that's in this chat new, please, that's new, please subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button and share it out. That is greatly appreciated. Thank y'all so much for showing up and everything. And again, it's in a few hours, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I will come back, do the underrated mukbang 7. And go professor. If you hear me, press 1. And if y'all the rest of y'all hear me, press 1. I'm gonna shock you. You better come. Gonna shock you. Got some good. And also I got latest news. Okay. Oh, latest news. Okay. Let me see. What's up? All right. Latest news. What's good?
What's up, man? What's up?
What's up? Latest news. Okay. Oh, latest news. Okay. Oh, okay. How you feel? What's up? All right. Latest
oh, news. Chilling, man. Chilling.
Oh, I think you got your YouTube on too. Because I hear the echo in the background.
Yeah, I just shut it off.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me get information, man. Ladies, new information, man. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sir. I can hear you. I can hear all you. Thank you.
Okay, good. I just wanted to say a few things. I don't know if you had a chance to see my video that I did Friday night in terms of how the Democratic Party continues to take black people for granted.
I see it.
Okay, you know they continue to chase after these other groups, but yet those other groups are not loyal in the way they vote for the Democratic Party, but yet they keep chasing them and relegating us. And I don't know, and it's bullshit. What I wanted to say to put the numbers out there is that black men are owed an apology. You had the Democratic Party that was trying to scold black men because black men were saying they were going to vote for Trump, and some. And then you had black women, particularly on social media, mass media, and about making criticism of black men who are thinking for ourselves and using logic and not emotions. And then you had prominent people like Maxine Waters and all these kind of folks coming out and saying negative things about black men as if we don't vote, and as if we have never voted for Democrats at high levels. Here are the numbers. As you heard them before, black men voted for Donald Trump at the tune of 13% in 2016, and then black men bumped up from 13% to 18% this year with Donald Trump. Contrary to that, black women went from 4% to 8% in their support of Donald Trump this year. Yet, I have not heard anyone make criticisms of black women for bumping up to that level, even though it's small. Even though it's small, there's no criticism. Now, here are the numbers for Joe Biden. I'm going to tell you how nothing has changed. Black men voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016 at 81%. And black men voted for Joe Biden at 80%. These are legitimate numbers at 80%. You can look them up this year. Okay, black women voted for Joe Biden at 91%. Now, the overall percentage of black people that voted for Joe Biden overall as a percentage was about 87%. Check this out. In 2016. The overall total vote towards Hillary Clinton was 88%. So Joe Biden only decreased by 1 for black men's support, only decreased by 1 for overall black support. Black women still supported Hillary Clinton at around 90% the same. So this myth, this notion that black men have completely abandoned the Democratic Party. In some ways, I think we might get to a point where we should, especially if they don't deliver on what we have a right to. But the point I'm making is there should have never been shaming of black men, because black men still overwhelmingly voted for Joe Biden more than any other ethnic group. I'll give you the numbers. Hispanic men voted for Donald Trump at 32%. For Joe Biden at 66%. Latino women voted for Trump at 28%, and for Hillary at 70%. Asians voted for Donald Trump at 31%, and around 63% for Joe Biden. So my point being, and white women only voted for Joe Biden at 40% white women. Most white women voted for Donald Trump again at 55%. 2016, in 2016, it was 54%, but this year it was 55%. The percentages was this: 33% and 32% of white men and black and white women were on the same page together, which extrapolated to white women voting at 55%. White men only voted for Joe Biden at 40%, and 58% voted for Trump. So when you do the comparison, black men at 80%, everybody else is around 50, 60, and what have you percent. Black women at 91%, and all the other and white women and Hispanic women were voting around 28% for Donald Trump, and white women were voting 43%, 55% for Donald Trump, where black women only bumped up to about 8% for Donald Trump. What does that say? That says to me, and it should say to you, that black people are still lock and barrel with the Democratic Party, and that black men and black women are still voting at high levels for the Democratic Party in comparison to other ethnic groups, and including white people. Therefore, The Democratic Party should not be chasing after chasing after immigrants and
Right.
trying to replace us with immigrants because they think that immigrants are the future and they're gonna vote higher than us. The data shows that they don't vote at the levels
No.
that black people vote, even if they got high numbers. They don't. So, and black men still did what we did for the Democratic Party, whether some of us agree with it or not. Therefore, where did all the black male bashing come from? Where's the apology, black people?
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, I was talking about that, matter of fact, months ago. And so now we're gonna talk more about that. I want to welcome latest news. Thanks for coming, brother.
No
Introduce
problem.
yourself,
No
B.
problem.
And
No
yeah,
problem.
and I put yes in the chat. I put yes in the YouTube. Okay, I mean in the on Facebook. Okay, you can.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just do current events. I'll talk about what's going on in the world and how it relates to us.
All right. Well, what I've done, I've been subscribed to Go Professional for a minute. The other guy that you had in there, I went over to his channel and subscribe, and I'll check out latest news. And if Mike Boxing, I think, has a channel, I'll go over and
Yes.
subscribe to that right now.
Okay, we're gonna keep the conversation going. I do want to talk about this because it's been on my mind for about a day and a half. That why it's not outrage, and that's an excellent point that you brought up, brother. Information. Why it's not outrage that a black woman have voted for Donald Trump, and is always a bashing of the black man. And I would say this though too, that us as black men, and I hear these conversations lately throughout the elections and the aftermath to it. And I'm not gonna talk about our people for right now. I will hopefully get back into to that part of the conversation in a few minutes. Now, information man, as I let information man that no, I did listen to it, and then the numbers that I heard, he was absolutely right about it. Now you got black man down conservative. They talking about that any black man within the Democratic Party they make more than them and this and that. But this is what I'm at right now. Us as black men, we at the crossroads right now. Okay, we at the crossroads right now. It shouldn't be about no party with us. It should be about us as black men. We need to come together to find a way that we could unite within us to gain power. Because if we're going to continue, just as information has talked about it, even latest news has talked about it too, in the past, if we keep on picking parties and we keep on picking organizations, I'm letting you know right now, as a black man, we in shit's creek. We fucked. So we better find a way right now to be there for each other, to trust each other, and whatever platforms that us as black men is, that is big or small, we better damn support it. Because the onslaught is coming. And we need black men. We got to defend each other. We got to defend ourselves, yes, first, but we got to defend each other because there are going to be some black men. They're not going to do it. So it takes the rest of us to respect each other and respect each other's platform. And like I said, no matter if you had a big platform or small, better respect that because the onslaught is coming. And so, any brother that wants to comment on that, please.
Yo, what's up,
No.
information man? I've been subscribed for probably like a year and some change. And latest news, I'll subscribe to you later. Um, but I stopped playing that. I never played the Democrat, Republican, whatever, Libertarian or Whigs or whatever the case may be that's around. I
Mm-hmm.
never played that noise. And the reason why I never played that noise is because it just looks like a whole bunch of what is it? Fuckery. You got one side fighting. You got one side fighting for supreme dominancy. You got another side fighting for supreme dominancy. And then you start wondering why stuff don't get passed and stuff like that because of somebody mad at somebody else, somebody mad at this group or this and the third. When everything should really be a part of like the betterment of the country. And another thing that that I always you know wonder on how things really go down is that okay, we got a whole bunch of black scholars out there. There's a whole bunch of affirmative action groups and stuff like that out there. Man, and it really just seems like it's either a combination of too much talking and not enough action, or just the people that we end up putting in power is listening but don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? And every time the new president gets in, it's always kind of like one of those things is like, how do you get your voice heard? How do you get your voice heard? I know we got Ice Cube out here right now, and a couple of other brothers that just get on the scene and stuff like that. But the things that they're fighting for, everybody's fighting for, as far as like blackness is concerned, how do they get that heard? You know what I'm saying? Then after they get that heard by these guys, how does that come into action? Because everybody else get it. The white woman get it. Native American get it. The gays get it. Uh, the ladies get it. Everybody get it. But everybody get a pick here and there. But we don't even get heard, and we still ain't been heard.
And I'm gonna to add to what you're saying. Let's keep this in mind as well, brothers. I did a podcast about this just late last night on my podcasting platforms. One of the problems that I'm seeing that's disturbing me is that the minute that Joe Biden wins and they come out there and have that little get together on stage, and she comes out to the fuckery music of Beyonce, and you see women in the streets. You have women in the streets dancing to Girls Rule the World, all this sort of stuff that's going on. I'm seeing black folks outside shaking and popping their asses, dancing, electric sliding in Georgia. And I'm saying to myself, okay, what's in it for black people? What did we just get? Because like Jason Black stated last night, you don't negotiate what you get after your motherfucker's in office. That's negotiated before he gets your vote.
That's exactly what Ice Cube was doing. That's why Ice Cube went to the Republican Party after the left was saying, we'll do what you want after the elections. Basically, it was just they were saying like, we're just gonna not do what you say. We're not gonna hand you anything. They're gonna continue playing the black community as they've always played them. That's why I respect Ice Cube when he went over to the Republican side, and Jared Kushner was talking with him for 3 hours and seeing what they could do with Ice Cube's plan for Black America.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's the danger, brother, that the fact that they didn't negotiate what are we getting 100% before we give you all our support. That's what someone like Clyburn and that Do Nothing Black Congressional Caucus should have negotiated. Instead, they gave Joe Biden the blessing. And you remember, South Carolina was the place that gave him the nomination to run for president. And that was done by black folks that did that. They gave him that blessing by Clyburn. And so we got these old Negroes in government that's supposed to represent us that keep selling us out for pennies on the dollar every chance they get. And while black people are celebrating in the streets yesterday and maybe today and this whole week, We still don't know what we're getting. But I tell you what everybody else is getting,
Have you read the Equality Act? Have you read the Equality
Yes.
Act? That's what they're
Yes.
getting. That is
Right.
what they're getting. They're getting
Right.
a social credit system that's basically going to cut their free speech and whatever they want to. Like we're talking right now, if somebody wants to snitch, or let's say a black female wants to snitch on us, they'll just go to whoever to shut us down. That's basically what it is.
Right.
Social,
But
that's what communist China is. What's coming to America in that Equality Act.
Well, there's been a lot of acts. I've lived through a lot of different acts, brother. We're under the Patriot Act still, which was created by George Bush Jr. and the rest of those cronies up there. I'm not one of these fans of either one of these parties. Just to make that clear right now. But I'll tell you what I was gonna say, brother. To your point, I'll tell you what everybody's getting that we're not getting. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have already said after they got elected that one of the first things they're going to do is deal with the DACA situation, the immigrant situation. They already have a plan for all these other groups, and they're going to do more to give the LGBTQ, the gay community, more opportunity, more rights, and so on and so forth. They did clearly define that just after getting quote unquote elected.
Don't interrupt, Mr. Information Man.
What'd you say, sir?
I have a question. I ain't gay, so I don't know.
Whoa, hold that thought. I got it. No. You gotta hold that thought because somebody came to the panel, and I want to be respectful. Welcome, Go Professor.
Hey, peace, brothers. Peace.
All right.
What's happening, Go Professor? Yeah.
Hey,
So
what's going on, man?
I have never seen a gay person get discriminated on. Never. I ain't never seen them not get employed. I ain't never seen them not get a house, get a car. I ain't never. Like what?
Their situation is internal, brother. For example, you know this, and all of us know this on this panel. If any of us go out the door, we can't hide that we're black. The minute we go out the door, the world sees us as black. They have their stereotypes about who we are as black men. The minute we apply for a job or work on a job, there's certain stereotypes about us. A person who's gay doesn't tend to get any pushback until they promote their lifestyle, because that's what it is. It's their lifestyle to get you to accept that they can sleep in the bed with the same sex. So the minute they promote their lifestyle, that's when it becomes maybe a problem for them when you talk about discrimination. But how would you know, unless a person is flaming gay, how would you know that the person is gay? Because you got gay men out there who have very masculine behavior. So they can kind of hide their stuff. As a black man, we're automatically, the minute we walk out the door, we can't hide being black. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, I was just saying, I just think. I mean, I never seen the gay person get discriminated on. That's the only thing I was saying, and it's just like he was saying, it's like that type of shit is just mind-boggling. How, I remember them saying this stuff about the doctor. I absolutely remember it, and that's crazy because all the relationships between the Black America and the government, it ain't no good. It's absolutely no good. It's like we always helping out other people instead of what's going on over here. And that's why I'm glad that now you have more people taking things serious now. Now I never took, like you said, the black caucus. The Congressional Black Caucus, I never took them serious because every time they get up there and speak, hell, even Tupac had to lay it down to him. Remember, I think Tavis Smiley was on one of. Is he still heading that?
No.
Tavis, they took Tavis Smiley out of the box because they tried to pull the sexual harassment on him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's not in the game no more.
No, he's not in the game. Why? Ask yourself. Remember, he was one of the biggest critics. Him and my man
Tavis.
Dr. Cornel West.
Dr. Cornel. They worked together. Matter of fact,
yeah,
on PBS.
They were one of the biggest critics of Obama. The minute then this is how it works. The minute he was talking heavily about Obama, because Obama was white people's boy, he was a white president in blackface. The minute they took he talked about Obama like he did, all of a sudden here come the allegations of some sexual stuff on the job. And ever since then, you haven't seen him talk about anything political in mainstream. No one calls upon him because they took him out of the box.
Yeah.
What has he been doing?
I mean, he's doing independent media, but he's not prominent the way he was before.
He's not
you see what I'm
prominent.
saying? He's still talking about politics and stuff on a very low scale, but he's not where he was once before, brother.
They come a thing, but they really put some in his mouth so he will not talk.
Right.
That's all it was. That's all it is.
Right.
When they shut him up.
Obama was the golden boy of the left party.
Right.
He was for gay rights, and never mind the fact that they're fighting to even trans black women, or really men that go to the chop shop to look like a female. They're trying to compete with black women, cis black women, and the black community. They think that's a great thing. How does that affect your life? It's going to affect me because if you reject one of them on the job, they can sexually harass you. You say, I don't go that way, and have you fired.
Right.
That's where that Equality Act is coming in.
Right.
Okay?
Let me tell you something even deeper than that, brother. It is and as much as I hate to say this, it is our women. It is females in general, and in this case, black women who co-sign the homosexual agenda. And I'm going to tell you how. You have black women that befriend transgenders. You have black women that are co-signing their dressing. You have black women that are co-signing the transsexual behavior by teaching them how to.
Man. Somebody got a bag of Doritos or something.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I just want to make this point really quickly because I know brothers want to talk. It is black women or women in general that are co-signing the transsexual lifestyle because they're doing what? They're teaching them how to put the makeup on. They're giving them validation. They're hanging out with them. They're befriending them. You have a lot of women who have what we would call gay friends. And so they befriend them and embolden them. And they don't even realize that you're actually hurting yourself as women because these same gay or transgenders, they want what you want. They want your men. You're actually going to be competing with them because they're changing themselves into women, and now they've gotten to a point where they're saying, yeah, I am a woman just like you, when in fact biologically they're not. And you got women that are reinforcing it because they're hanging out with these folks and legitimizing their sexuality in that way. That's a problem.
Yes. Now
another thing is the fact that they don't know. Right.
Well, hold that thought for 1 second, because I gotta get Black Star Sports TV say something, and after that I gotta get Go Professor, and he wants to say something, and I come back to you latest news. I promise you.
Okay. Yeah. Salute to everybody there, Underground One Man. Man, I stumbled upon your channel here, man, and it was a very good chat you guys are having, man. I had to stop and pay attention to it, man. I sub to your channel, and I'm also going to sub to everybody else on here too as well. It's great to see brothers get together and have these discussions and everything, man. And it's very funny because I myself had started doing a little that too with the good brother Reggie Owens and Focus Ball as well, man. So I was like, man, this is right on point. So I had to jump in and participate a little bit there, man. Hey, salute to good brother Mike Boxing, man. We done chatted up before.
You down with the LDBC, right?
Yeah, bro. I think I seen you on KQKC channel.
Yeah. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with the family. So we do good.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we know strangers. We know strangers, my good brother. And Gold, what's that? Gold Professor. I hope I'm reading that right. My eyes are a little funny on this.
Yes.
I got my phone in my hand there. Information Man show and latest news, man. If you brothers post y'all link in the chat, man, I'm gonna subscribe to everyone on here, man. Some of you guys I just heard of, so hey, but I'm gonna link up with you guys as well, man. It's a hell of a discussion. One thing I want to say before I pass it on, I don't want to crowd the discussion either. Is first of all, I'm not a voter, but looking at it from my point of view, I always oversee what's going on, but I'm not participating in this system. So my thing is seeing how everybody's so happy, like we actually accomplished something after this. Like Joe Biden is the savior of the world, and everything is going to be all right. And
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
we look foolish, man. I mean, the one thing that stands out to me more than anything was Kamala Harris being interviewed, and they asked her directly, would you do anything specifically for Black people? And she gave them a direct answer. You know, the interview, I can't remember who it was interviewing, but they pushed her on that, and they got her in the corner, and she said, nothing. And I said to myself, wow, man, that's the greatest disrespect, because you'll never hear them say that to any other demographic. You know, we already know that Biden has said that the LGBT is his number one priority, and I don't know what else they can get, because they got everything else. And like the good brother Mike Boxton was saying a little earlier, man, I don't know what else they could get. You know, I was just telling my wife that yesterday. I was like, what? I mean, what's left for them? I mean, do they want equality, or do they want superiority? It seems like they want more rights than everybody else. You know,
Mhm.
now it seems like the agenda is, you know, the pedophile. They're trying to get the pedophile over. You know, and it's like the LGP is a gathering of all of the what's the word, man? It's like I'll say misfits to be a little bit more respectful, but
Sexual deviance.
there you go. That's what I was looking for. Good, thank you, good brother. They all gather together, and now they're introducing each one, and then now the letters keep growing, and they use us. I mean, I saw a flag that was there at the rally, man. They had, you know, all their colors, and then they had the black fist on there with a black stripe on the top. They have actually taken the black movement and married it to their movement. Now we're all in one. So they say Black Lives Matter. So now when the opposition get upset, who do they target? They target us. They don't think about them, because like the good brother Mike said, I ain't heard of that near LGBT member being hassled, harassed anyway on the street. But
Yeah.
yeah, let me pass it on, because I don't want to clog it up there.
Okay. Thank you, man. And
Yeah,
so
so
you
I
say
was
you
saying,
you.
so I was saying about that, like I was saying about the Black trans women, is the fact that these are men that you don't know where they come from. They could have been, you know, raped in jail, have been molested as kids, and now they want to be transgendered, and they have these types of dudes around their kids, and they could end up touching their kids. And these liberal Black women don't understand that. That's how
Right.
it
Exactly.
goes. You know, they're just a danger to everybody, including themselves. I mean, Black Girls Rock, they had in 2019, they trying to invade Black Girls Rock, and a straight Black woman had to say, go get your own movement.
Right, exactly. Go, Professor, my brother, my Cali brother. Information man. Go, Professors is from Cali too. Go ahead, go, Professor, my brother.
Hold on. I'm from Cali too. I'm from San Diego.
Okay, all right, my bad. Then.
Cool.
So,
Nice.
so nice. So you're saying before I get to you, go, Professor. So you trying to say the underrated one got a big family?
Yes, sir.
There you
Yeah.
go. Okay, my brother. All right, go, Professor, my brother.
I'm in San Diego as well. I'm,
Ooh.
I'm in San Diego. Yeah.
Hello,
Uh,
brother.
peace, brother. I want to say peace to the panel,
Peace.
and I'm not able to drop a comment in the or drop my link in the chat. So if you can underrate it,
Yeah.
but what I want to address, uh, what we're witnessing in full action, in full display, is a negotiation between the two systems. Those two systems are racism, white supremacy, and we're witnessing a negotiation between the owners. The owners are giving us their position, and
Hey, underrated
all
darkness.
and all that you see, the transgender, or the Rainbow Coalition, whichever comes first, the feminists and all those are extensions of what is actually happening with inside the negotiation of the owners. Now, what do I mean by the owners? Who are the owners? Well, the owners have been putting it in your face. Just look at the political climate. Look at the barrage of commercials that are on your TV. Just look at all that, and they're telling you who the owners are. The owners are that palm-colored man. I say palm color. I say white people. I say it. I don't have no problem with it. But this is Underrated show, so I would use Torian Rain's position on what a white man is. So
the mayonnaise man. That's my term. The mayonnaise man.
I'm going to stick with the palm color. So we're looking at the owners, the palm colored men, and the black woman. This is what we're looking at. Now, how do I come to that? The palm colored man has a woman, which is the palm colored woman. She follows him. There's nowhere in history where you can find that a palm-colored woman has built anything, but she'll definitely let you know, and this has been proven to this day, that she follows that palm-colored man. The black woman, the perception is that she owns the black man. This is the perception. This is why they can say, i.e. Maxine Waters would say, I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done. She's essentially saying you're going against my ownership. I own you. You do what I say. You do what I tell you. Okay. So what we're looking at is the negotiation of the owners in our face, to where now
one to have another.
Say it again.
No, you go ahead. I don't know who it was. Go ahead.
Okay. To whereas we are looking at these decisions that are made by the people who are supposedly the owners. Okay, this is what we're looking at in live action. To whereas those people who are dancing in the street, who are those people? Those women thinking they are supporting the higher person who is perceived to be an owner, which Kamala is Brahmin, supposedly, from what I understand. And that Brahmin position is the higher part of her culture, whereas they practice the ideology of that class. The higher class is above the lower class, which racism and supremacy has that order.
It's even deeper than that, bro. It's even deeper than that.
Oh, what's the noise in the background? Little static there. The ones who have it, please mute your mic, please.
What we're witnessing is the true negotiation, and I've been saying that perhaps there's an attempted takeover. Will it happen? I don't know, but there's an attempted takeover of the whole a system taking over a system. Now, if you look at the gynocracy, the definition of gynocracy is a government ran by women. you look at what is happening. A lot of places, a lot of the court systems, the legal system, the political system has a heavy amount of women in it, and I just dare to say that there's one system daring to take it over and maintain that same ideology, but run it, and we're looking at it in plain sight. That's what's happening.
Okay.
I think it's just the liberal women that are the ones that are siding with white supremacy. I don't think it's all black women. I think it's just the liberal ones, the one that just wants the right to kill their babies and have babies out of wedlock and collect free stuff and always be thought of as the victim. I think it's just those. I mean, there are conservative women and women who don't think like think like with the Borg effect, with the slave mentality. They're the ones that, they're criticized by other black women called pick-me's and, you know, talking about sucking up to men. Those are the ones that are the persecuted ones. But the ones that are with the racist white supremacy that voted for Joe Biden, those are the liberal black women.
Nah, it's more than conservative liberal. Now remember,
Yeah.
a lot of women voted for Trump, and a lot of that 80% number that's out there, that we've been hearing about. Those were men, supposedly. I'm saying, this conservative, liberal type, okay, it's a conversation, but when we really look at it, the negotiation, and I say negotiation because the system of white supremacy, racism, white supremacy, and the system of the gynocracy are at the top of the negotiations. Now, whatever that negotiation is, I mean, we can have a conversation about it, but I'm saying they're putting it in your face, regardless of what side you're on. It's there.
Yeah, it's true. Go ahead, brothers. I put my two cent in the few. Go ahead, let it roll.
I mean, GP was bringing up a lot of good points. The thing with Kamala, I'll talk about Kamala for a second. When it comes to that caste system stuff, it's beyond class. Class is only one part of the caste system. See, in the caste system, caste comes first, and it's even more important than class. In America, we're used to understanding things from a class-based perspective. Somebody makes more money, somebody makes less money, somebody has more access, somebody has less access. In places like India or anywhere else where you have caste-based systems, the caste is the social insiders of everything, and then it turns to class. Caste comes above class, and that's what a lot of people don't understand in those types of systems. It's hard. It's harder to figure out because we judge everything by class here. They judge everything by caste first and class second. So, that's that works. And I'm sure GP can talk about that further. But to be honest, these types of things have happened inside of politics and inside of the Democratic Party in general for a long time. It's like that. It's like that, and I think it's going to get even worse because now you have somebody who can do all the things, the dirty work on the under, while the person who's actually the president can basically wake up and say what day it is, and he would be considered to be successful. It's a low bar. It's a completely low bar. It's an artificially low bar. And, you know, part of the reason why these people get manipulated like this is because they've been living this way in democratic areas for so long, and they don't understand that there are consequences to that. You know, all this stuff is like a dog and pony show, all these props, right? Like, look, I believe in the whole mask mandate thing. But if you're going to say that you believe in mask mandates, then the mask mandates have to be there at all times, not when it's convenient. You know, okay, you were blaming Trump, as you should, for the super spreader rallies, but you guys had super spreader rallies all over the country yesterday. And this is me as a left wing. You could probably consider me more of an FDR Democrat, but this Democratic Party is not a part of the FDR Democrats. This Democratic Party was taken over by Clinton and Biden and all the corporatists. And basically what they did in 1994 and even before that is they put in policies to completely destroy the family structure of not just black men. Black men bore the brunt of it, but there were a lot of Latino men and a lot of other men that dealt with the brunt of this as well. And here we are nominating somebody that basically did that, and that is shameful. Anybody who's dancing in the street for somebody who basically goes and nominates people like that is shameful. And here's the thing, right? Like, I left the Democratic Party in 2016 because I couldn't do it anymore. I was a progressive, and I saw elections being stolen in the primary everywhere in the country. And that's what made me leave the Democratic Party. And I see the same stuff happening in 2020 in the primaries, in the generals. Like, this is beyond who you support, right? Like, if you can't go to the polls, vote for somebody, find out where your vote is going, make sure that it was tallied, and make sure that your paper ballot wasn't counted. I said paper ballot, not a machine. Paper ballot. Then there's no reason to even vote. And we should have learned this in 2000 with Gore when they pulled that shit. But we didn't. And systematically, things happen to people in this country that systematically break down the functions of our democracy. Happens all the time.
Gotcha.
You know, like, all right, look, let's bring it up. 1 to 100 in terms of crack versus cocaine. Who put that in? Joe Biden put that in the crime bill. Okay. Mandatory minimums, crime bill. 3-strike law, crime bill. NAFTA, Joe Biden supported. Got rid of hundreds of thousands of jobs all over the country for about 2 decades. Joe Biden supported it. You know, there's a litany of things Joe Biden supported and Kamala Harris did on the state level. You know, she's talking about being a progressive prosecutor and stuff like that. You know, that's not shown in her DA record. I mean, you know, she loved to basically throw innocent people in jail, including a lot of black men, a lot of Latino men, a lot of men with circumstantial evidence at its best were thrown into jail with no legal recourse. She's saying that she was, you know, she's for non-cash bail. She never said that. She's saying that she's pro marijuana legalization. She stood up against legalization in this state. Period. So like, look, what's happening is the dirty work's going to be done by her. He's going to basically be going to wake up every day, take his medicine, and basically just be barely above functional. Meanwhile, people get torn out the frame with nothing happening in terms of 3 strike laws and terrible sentencing guidelines. Those are the things that we have to focus on. Those are the things that we have to fight for. And because Democrats don't have a majority, and even if they did have a majority in the Senate, they have no political will. What's going to happen is we're going to use bipartisanship, and both parties are going to manipulate their way into making our lives worse.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen.
Okay. Thank you, brother. What's going on, brother? How you doing? I haven't heard you in a while.
Nah, bro. I just been busy kind of taking care of business. Sometimes when you work way too sometimes when you're working a little too hard, you gotta go to sleep early every once in a while. So
no, I'm glad that you're here, brother. That's all. Just making sure you're all right.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Let me make this announcement. We're gonna keep this going. My channel is the Underrated Doctor. Yours for the Underrated One, the number one grinder. I will do tonight. I will come back do tonight the Underrated Mukbang 7. Go, Professor. You're gonna love what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a possible dessert. Now, my mukbang is different because I make it. I created it. And at the same time, we usually had great conversation. So if y'all ain't got nothing to do tonight, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're welcome to come back. We can continue the conversation, or I got something to say. So anybody want to elaborate on that? Feel free, please.
Yeah, I agree to what my man was expressing about Kamala and et cetera, et cetera. But what I tend to go back to is what I originally was saying. You're witnessing the negotiations. Okay, you're witnessing the gynocracy making different moves to achieve that government ran by women. That's what you're witnessing. Hence what my man just said. Joe, if they get in there like that, Joe is going to be Bush, and Kamala is going to be Dick Cheney.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
This is what's going to happen. The negotiation is being made and is being put in your face.
Mm-hmm.
All them people out there dancing, thinking, they've made a great achievement and all like that. Well, okay, pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention. I'm saying this is a high level of negotiations going on.
Mm-hmm.
They was putting it out to you before they, how you get somebody, you lull somebody to sleep.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, they got you with something. That's what was happening. They was lulling you to sleep. The alphabet people need this. We want to have equal rights for everyone. This is all lives matter. You know, black people matter too, but all lives matter. See, they was lulling you to sleep.
Night.
Now we here, right? And they still keeping you sleep. They still keeping you sleep. I'm gonna just throw this out there. I'm gonna just throw this out, and you guys can elaborate on it. I'm gonna just throw this out there. You know, if you're about your people, and you know, I would say that the political process, a lot of us are still learning. Okay, we're still learning, but I will dare to say, I'm asking you guys, if you're about your people, right? And we know there's histories on both sides. You know, we know this, right? But you have these two people, two individuals whose history has been put in your face, laid out. They've said what they have said. Why would you say, oh, you know what? They're going to be the best for us. Why would you? I'm just throwing this out there. You know,
Yeah.
if you are about your people, but the history of these two people. Now, once again, you know, both sides have history now. They just come at it a different angle.
A lot
But
of history.
I'm just saying, you know,
Ooh.
they, you know, because, you know, you'll have people who will say, you know, that was in the past. You know, don't worry about that. We're talking about now. Okay, let's go with that. This was recent. This wasn't 20 years ago. This was
right. Kamala wasn't.
people.
Yeah, Kamala happened in 2014.
This is recent. And I'm saying, I'm just throwing this out there. If these people are saying, you know what, we're not going to do too much for you, but vote for me. If you are really about your people, why would you support someone who is continuing, who desires to uphold their career? And their career is saying, hey, you know, yes, I was part of that crime bill. I helped orchestrate it. Yes, I enforced truancy laws, and I ensured that black men stayed in jail, and we needed that. We needed them to help contribute to the workforce when it came to these forest fires. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Why would you continually support that if you are about your people? I'm just throw that out there. I'm just asking a question.
Because the fact of the matter is that, you know, from the beginning, they were getting, like, I'll talk about the liberal black women. They're getting they're getting the right to, you know, more rights to have abortion, and gays are getting more rights to do more access to freedoms that they would have for heterosexual couples. And that's basically why they're looking at their free Section 8. Most of these feminist black women, that's what they want. So they don't care if the world burns around them as long as they get what they want. That's like, you know, majority of these blacks, they voted for Biden because he was the one who hid his racism. While for Trump, Trump said he was the least racist person to know.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden was a person that he hid his racism. But the fact of the matter is, he has a history of being racist. He said the word nigger before. We don't need no more nigger judges. We don't need more of these nigger this, nigger that. He's talked about Haiti. You know, I'm more concerned about Bosnia. But for Haiti, whether it floats or crashes into the sea, it's no consequence to us. He said that when it came to black policy, foreign policy. He has said that, but they don't, you know, most liberal blacks don't see about that. They see about emotions and, what can I get out of this? Can I be a victim? Can I be able to still kill my kid if it's an inconvenience for me? That's what they care about.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna throw this out there as well. I based my vote on what is the system that will continue to be in place. what needs to be worked on? What needs to be torn down? What needs to be uh torn down, and the whole thing needs to be started over.
Okay.
I based my vote on that. What is going to change? Who aggravates that?
That's
Well,
an excellent. The
Who's
the
whole
been
two-party system needs to go because we need
what?
more than just two parties for all 50 states. We need more than two parties, but we're not going to have that, and the independent vote is not respected.
yeah.
Okay, it's
Okay,
not, and they'll keep gerrymandering, they'll keep moving the goalposts,
Yep.
okay,
but that's not. It's not going to move because
Yep.
we have another society over the society that we live in now,
Okay.
a shadow government. What JFK talked about. I know it sounds conspiracy theory, but
Okay.
JFK did talk about this. He did talk about a shadow government, secret societies, and I really believe that, especially the
well,
way this
let me
election
finish.
went
Okay,
down.
but
Let me finish.
hold on 1 second, because after you make your point, go Professor, I want other brothers to get into it too. I want
Yes, sir.
Information Man to get into it. I want Mike Boxing to get into it. I want Black Star to get into it. So after you say what you have to say, go Professor. We're gonna hit Black Star. No, we're gonna hit Black Star, Information Man, and Mike Boxing. Go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm expressing to you how I thought about my vote. Okay. Um, I thought about my vote and what my desire is. We all know that there's this system. These systems are not conducive to our being, especially you, black man, me, black man. We understand that to a degree, and especially us in this space, right? So I based my vote on those parameters. And here's how I came to my vote and who I decided to vote for. I voted for uh, Heath Ledger. If you know who Heath Ledger is the character, the Joker, who played in Batman. I don't remember exactly which one, but he was the best Joker ever. He committed suicide, but he was the best Joker ever. If you really go back and watch the Batman and the Joker, right?
Mhm.
Uh, and how the Joker moved, right? The Joker had no friends, none on either side. Everybody hated the Joker. Even there was no woman that could even uh, be in his space, right? I based my vote. I based my vote on that premise. The Joker. The Joker. I just want y'all to think about how I positioned my vote. My vote was for the Joker. It may sound kind of funny, but it's more uh, sinisterly calculated. I'm gonna leave that on the table right there.
Okay.
Some
All
people
right.
say
All right.
that
All right.
Trump is the Joker.
Right. All right. Black Star.
Yes, bros. Hey, I'm gonna say what I gotta say here right now, and then I'm gonna dip out, bro. I got some things to do, but I want to
Okay.
get this
Thank
out
you.
before I go.
And
Um,
and your last remarks with it too, please.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Oh man, that got resent. Yeah, it seemed like for us, especially as us black men, man, we have to take a look at, I know we're talking about voting and everything. But we got to really run it back to where things really started to go different from us because the vote has been even more devalued with the present day movements that's going on in the country. And as we know, the civil rights movement back, in sin exception, we were at the forefront of all this. But over time, we've been infiltrated by other entities who have completely taken it over now, and they have actually have been able to separate from us black man from black woman and to a degree because now you got the gay and lesbian movement exploding all over the world, and it's like when you can't even watch a black show anymore without having it being more prominent than just the black folks. They've made it synonymous with us now. So with that being said, the Black Lives Matter movement and all that stuff, going back to Martin Luther King and Bayard Rustin, You know, that was always the thing. They were always laying in the wing, but they always put us out there to take all of the blunt force trauma of what's going on in the world, and we suffer all the ramifications for what happens. Like even right now, did you notice how at the end of this election, the last few counties that they went down to, they made sure to mention that they were mostly urban counties, so basically black people, right? So that when he wins, it's going to be the perception to the the um the Trump supporters who are of that racist element. The first thing they want to do is blame us. So who they going to come after? They're going to come after the gay people, or they're going to come after us? They're coming after us. So we have to always take the blunt force of everything. What I want to say before I dip out of here is we black men need to have something that speaks for us. And I'm not trying to say this to cause division because I love my sisters and I want us all to work together. But if we don't get back to the head of our movement and have something on the agenda specifically for us, man, we done. You're not even going to be able to talk to a woman on the street. You're not even going to say, "Hey, sister, you look good, you look nice today." They want to prosecute you for that. That's where we going. The Me Too movement, the Black Lives Matter movement, all that stuff. They are anti-black men. Number one, and all of the previous things stated by the brothers about Joe Biden and the three strikes laws, the mandatory sentences, and all those type of things. That's the shit that's waiting on us coming forward. I'm sorry about my language there, but that's what's coming for
Okay.
us. And we have to prepare ourselves for that. And brothers got to be unified. We can't look at each other no more with no type of disdain, mean mong at each other in no way, shape, or form, because we need each other. Because we got more and more of us is on this LGBT stuff, man. Every time you look at TV, he's a hairdresser. He's doing it. Look at these cats, man. Who on the other side of the fence of these white racist guys that want to go out and be active and murder people and stuff? Like, who are they worried about those guys? Not at all. Now, what if the perception is that all of us are like that? That means that all of us we're forced to fight. We have no choice in the matter. We got to come together and be in a unified front and make sure that things are put in place that we'll push our own agenda so that we're taken care of moving forward in the future. If not, man, this could be the end of us. And I'm not for that, not even a little bit. So, I encourage everybody to say their piece whenever possible. Spread the word, especially with the youth, the young brothers coming up, because they are really attacking them, and they're the ones that they're really trying to transform for the future. And our future depends on it. If we don't hip our youngsters on this stuff, man, they're gonna fall prey to all this because they're gonna pass laws to where you're not gonna be able to be descendant. You're not gonna be able to say I don't like that or this is wrong. You're not even gonna be able to turn a gay man down if he flirt at you. I mean, imagine that, bro. You out somewhere, you might be with your old lady.
Facts.
And then
Yeah.
one of these cats come up to you, "Hey, bro, I'm down again." You can't even knock his motherfucking teeth down his throat because if you do, you going to jail because it's a hate crime on you. Something wrong with you because you didn't go with what he got to say.
Or
Right.
if he's your boss and you say no, and he's like, "What? You refusing me?" That's
Exactly,
discrimination.
exactly. And that's the trick bag they're building for us right now, brother. And black manhood is the number one thing that item in their sights, man. I mean, matter of fact, I had done a video privacy talking about when the government donated $600,000 to the Kenyan government to my okay. Yeah,
Underrated.
that yeah, the Kenyan government gave $600,000. Well, no, the U.S. government gave $600,000 to the Kenyan government to do a research on black masculinity. They put four criteria. One, he had to be masculine. He had to be aggressive. Um, oh my God, there was two other things that was listed, man. Oh gosh, I hate when that happens. But there was four criteria that they had, and they were all aimed right at us brothers. We were heterosexual, um, aggressive, and we were successful. Oh man, one more. There was four, and those. If you met those four, they did a study about that and the effects of these ones. And we were being set up to be deemed as terrorists in the future. That's what the study is. They're doing this in a foreign country, but they're going to bring their findings over here. And why did they chose an African nation? Why they chose an African man? Because they targeting the ones here first. So we're at the front lines here in the U.S. We're at the front lines of this battle, and we're gonna have to stand strong. And brothers gonna have to realize that hey, we home team. You see another straight black man on the street, man. Hey, y'all brothers. If y'all got any beef, chicks, whatever be the case, man, let that shit go. We got to be focused on this because our survival depends on our whole family, the whole nation depends on this. I personally am not a voter. I'm not for that. I'm for going somewhere and building our own, starting from scratch, because can't nobody do it like we do it, and we need to go out here and make sure that we do it. But that's all I got to say right now, good brothers. It's been a pleasure meeting all you brothers, man. I'm gonna sub
Thank
to you
you.
all when I get a chance. And
Thank
hopefully
you.
we'll meet up.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Black Star. If you remember my email, this is my secondary email. It's all in low caps. JT Blackstar 49@gmail.com. I want you to email me later so I could plug you in because I want to do something. I want to talk to you. I want to do something.
Yeah, bro. You know, I was thinking that same. I was gonna hit you in the back, but yeah, bro, I'm 1,000% with that, bro. No problem with that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to remember that, but I'll look back at this replay and I'll get it again either way. But like I said, I gotta dip out, but I'll be back. But
Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you on the Facebook and I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, so you can get it. Do it. Don't worry about it. I'll leave it on Facebook later on. All right.
Okay, that'll work, my brother. I sure appreciate that, man. We're gonna keep the link and we're gonna keep moving forward.
Definitely.
Peace and love to all the brothers, man. And keep moving forward, bro.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
I
All
got
right.
something else to say as well before I dip out as well. It's like
Okay.
I understand, coming together, but you can't bring everybody to the promise, and you got to find out who they are before, because businesses are run with families. You have people with like-minded mentalities, and if you just accept everybody that's black, you're gonna have problems because you don't know where their ideals are, how they react under pressure, and this shadow government that's in the works now that is basically going to try and make blacks pay for voting against the Democratic Party. They're going to start coming for blacks who think differently, who are going to fight against this Equality Act, and not going to let their identity get changed by this brave new world type of new world order. That's what's coming. This is coming to slowly the new world order.
Well, I would say it's already here. This is why. I mean, because the black man has always been the center of everything. The systems just refine itself to adjust to or to keep moving forward. It refines itself, and we've continued to be that focus all the way up to now. This it's been in action. It's been here.
Yeah.
As we continue forward, I tend to agree with my brother just spoke that there are going to have to be ones that are left behind. Everybody can't go to the next form of refinement. There's going to have to be those ones who are left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And we in this space are the ones who have the light on. And, there are going to be people who's going to come to, your channel, Underrated Darkness. They're going to come to your channel and they're going to get into your chat and even come up to the panel and low key send messages, yeah, they're going to have that bat radar, send out those bat signals, and think won't be able to hear them. Right. That's how they're going to move.
Definitely. That happened to me already.
That's how they're moving now.
Yeah,
right?
That's how happened already. Yeah.
These spaces that we're in, they're going to continually be under assault. Why do you think we only can get a certain amount of people hearing us, or we are subject to some type of shadow ban or whatever, because they want to move bigger channels that are spilling blind conversations. They don't want you to be enlightened. Why? It's because there must be a number of blind people to move through that darkness, to continue to move forward. It must be a number, like 85% of them.
Yeah.
And that 10% wants to keep that 85 in the pocket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I get what you're saying, Co-Professor, and after that, I'll make a short remark, and I'm gonna get to Information Man and Mike Boxer. But I'm going to say this too, and us as brothers, and it goes for our people. But I'm gonna say brothers that has bigger channels. It has to be a time that you got to support smaller channels, and you got to show support. Because I find out that there's quite. I'm not saying all brothers have big channels that's not doing it. No, I'm not saying that, but it has to be a certain shift that you gotta support these channels because some of these channels got great information. And if we say that we all about for the brotherhood, you gotta make time. You just cannot be in. You just cannot be into your ego. You just cannot. You got to because see what I do lately. I've been shopping around and I see some channels that is very that is great that hardly nobody don't that don't know how nobody don't be on. Matter of fact, when I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start writing these channels down and start missing these channels. But that's what us as brothers. That's the one step that we could do and to support. And I know there are quite a few brothers don't like when I say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You cannot say that you're all about the brotherhood. You cannot say that I'm all about the black to be together. If the first thing foremost is to like I give case in point. I could say go professor. I could say information man. That wherever they can, they come to my channel and support. Sometimes they can stay, and sometimes they can't because they doing their own thing. That's a week. That's it. Got to happen more. Because when you don't do it more, you're going to alienate good brothers. So when the fight is on, you gonna need them brothers. They gonna look at you like I don't want to be. Why I should be with you? You ain't want to be there with me. Yeah, it's wrong and everything, but you can't fault them for that. So that's all I'm saying. Let's support each other a lot more. Information man, please.
Oh, thank you. I just think it comes down to black men in particular prioritizing ourselves. Women and black women in particular, they will prioritize themselves for their issues. That's why you see most things on television are catering towards women's issues because women do a great job of communicating with each other and advocating their positions. I think men, we do a poor job of advocating our issues, and this is one of the reasons amongst many that we're in this predicament. Now, when you turn on a Netflix movie, a TV movie, or go to a movie theater, even though there's not been much open these days, almost every movie, whether it's action, drama, comedy, what have you, has some sort of gay or sort of alternative, let me say alternative lifestyle in it that they're
Right.
trying to shove down your throat. I'll give you a big example that's very dangerous. I don't know how many of you have actually watched the Black Mirror. There was an episode on the Black Mirror, which is on Netflix, where you had two black men.
That shit was disgusting.
It was disgusting, and what they were doing is they were playing video games. One dude was like a player, the other one was married, and they had this video game where you put this headset on, and it was like you were inside the video game. Well, like any video game, you pick an avatar, a female avatar, a male avatar. For whatever reason, one of the brothers picked a female avatar. The other brother had a male avatar. It was two Asian. It was an Asian man and an Asian woman in the video game. It was like a fighting game. Next thing you know, they were having virtual sex with each other in the video game and were going on the video game every night to the point that the brother that was the player was starting to get uptight about the other brother that was married because he wanted to stop playing the game. He wanted to stop it and what have you. Why I'm bringing this up is this is the kind of not subliminal, but straight up in your face with subliminal, but straight up in your face type of stuff that they're putting on television. And they're not trying to send the message to brothers of our age who know better. They're doing this to get to the messaging of who? Young people. Young people are the biggest users of social media, of watching Netflix and all this mass media. They're trying to program our children to make them feel that something that is not normal is normal. So you make that which is normal abnormal, and you make that which is abnormal normal. So you flip the script and you get our kids culturally conditioned to believe that this is okay. And then you play around on the mind psyche of men like ourselves who know it ain't right, but they'll keep pushing it on us anyway, no matter. And then the classic one is that they always will put men in the movies, particular black men who are of feminine nature, right? So that plays out all over mass media. And then, of course, as we see now, you have the rainbow flag. Ever since Biden won the election, you see that group of contingency out in these celebrations in the street. You have Black Lives Matter, which is basically morphed into LBGQ matters. You see what I'm saying, gentlemen? So it's morphed itself. And this whole thing about New World Order, brothers, we've already been in a New World Order. This is not new. All this stuff was in the makings. When you look at the gay community, this is what they had wanted all these years, which is why they fought all these years to get to the point where their sexual perversions, they want it to be seen as something as normal that will be accepted by society, which is why gay marriage was very important for them. So my question to the brothers on the panel and brothers in general is, we know that we're sort of in this war, this Cold War as I would call it, because it's been going on for a long time, where black males and who we are is under attack. The question is, are we going to take it laying down, or what are we going to do, or what can we do to combat it? Because we need more male medium like this to continue to talk about these issues and to push our narratives as to what it is to be a man, because we have other people telling us who are not even men what manhood is, or how we should respond as men when it comes to people of other sexual orientation. Remember, and I'll leave you with this, remember Junior Wine, which I thought he had no business on the show. When he was on that reality show, he had that transgender individual who wanted to kiss him and get intimate with him, and he pulled back and said, oh no, I don't get down like that. And the minute he did that, he got shamed, because that's what's happening. He got shamed for not being willing to see a man as a woman when he is into biological women, and he was shamed for that. That's the world that we live in now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now, gentlemen. We have to fight back at that.
So what I would say is that we're not sorta in this. No. Now we've been in this for a long minute. And that's the real about that. We've been in this, and we continue to be in this. As far as what are we gonna come together? Remember what I said. There are going to be those who can't go because they have decided not to go. There are going to be those ones that will work to destroy what we're talking about. In the words of DS1 the God, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we must heal before we build. We are our own agency. With that being said, we have to learn how to heal. SYSBM. We have to understand that we are our own agency. And when that's in your mind, our mind, that we are our own agency, it goes back to what you said, Information Man. We have to move like these females move as far as being on code with each other. You see, they've been on code. We have been so battered in so many ways to where we've had to really struggle to get on code.
Right.
We've been battered and continually are being battered.
Right.
Hence, we have to SYSBM.
But let me say this though, brothers. I get ready to get off as well.
Yeah, because I gotta get Mike boxing in too. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say this very quickly. When I observe Black YouTube in particular, or Black men on the platforms, what we have people that dox each other and all that kind of stuff. I see a lot of Black men fighting with each other on these YouTube streets, and you know what's the catalyst of that? 9 out of 10 times, a female component plays a role in brothers fighting each other on YouTube, because it's always about a female they're fighting over, or a female that doxed one of them, put their business out, or they put business out because a female gave them information on someone. I noticed that becomes the chemistry that causes some of these problems with brothers on YouTube. When we get around women on the platforms, we start acting goofy. Yet we're talking about how we need to have more Black male unity, and yet we allow ourselves to be impacted by some females who don't come with the best intentions because they want to mess up that Black male unity. There are some females that do that put that energy out there.
Well, I would say to that, I go back to DS1, the God, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. He has said, look, man, you constantly put weight on what the woman is doing, but you're not putting weight on what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is correct. You know, you can't talk about somebody else and not address what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, going back to what we have to do, we have to really acknowledge what our position is and how we need to move. Underrated Darkness, peace to that brother. Support and subscribe to Underrated Darkness. He says we need to support each other, and which on my channel, I make it a point to handle business first before I go into the broadcast. I say our prayer, and then I quickly go through support and subscribe to not only my channel but to those who support the direction of the Black man and his family. And then I go into the broadcast. I don't want to be one who just be, putting the air out there and then there's no weight in the air. Weight does carry air, if you understand what I'm saying. Every time I speak, I'm using air and I'm putting weight on what I'm speaking to. But okay, I'm just saying, I put energy into what we're talking about. We gotta have an understanding of what our position is, put weight on our position, and moving forward. And if you're truly dedicated to the plight of the Black man and his family, then you're going to move accordingly. And with that being said, we will recognize those who are in that mindset. Will recognize those who are moving differently. Either they are male, female, a female acting like a male, and a male acting like a female. We will see that and adjust accordingly. So that's how we have to move.
Got you. Okay, Mike Boxing.
What's happening? What's up, y'all? I'm back. Yeah,
Okay.
man. Like I said, my old lady, she's from Nigeria, so they play no buts, man. And I'm finding out like a lot of my homegirls even you know, don't even like what they saying on TV with the masculinity thing and these dudes, these transformers, um, dressing up like women and trying to tell women what to do. You know what I'm saying? Who they is like to some of these women, it's downgrading what they is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I always said like with the reality TV shows, with the modeling shows and stuff like that, like who was these weirdos to tell me what a woman should look like? I always was on that notion. Is like because my mom was watching it and and stuff like that. It's like turn that stuff off, like because this ain't even cool. But I also think that another way, it could start with too, because these school boards are messing up. They're fucking up big time, especially in California. I think that a lot of these parents need to be involved with these school boards and make sure that this the type of fuckery that's been going on, whether or not it's the bathrooms, whether or not it's the home the Batiman you know uh, class they got to take and stuff like that now in California. Um, I think that'd be a helpful way too. But there's also a lot of women out there that agree with everything that you brothers just said. They will absolutely agree what everybody just said, and I don't think that they should be excluded because when bringing up the notion of stuff like this, I think that a good thing about it is that we should use all the resources that we have to combat um, the existence of our way of life, and I think that we should include the women who don't want this type of stuff either, because a lot of women out there they down for the betterment of their fellow black man. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Let me just say something real quick. I agree
Yeah,
with
bro.
you, Mike Boxing, but part of the problem is that I got to be honest. A lot of times brothers spend a lot of time talking about the negatives of black women instead of seeking out the black women that are not on that level, right, and bring them on the panels. But too often they're talking about the polarizing women, and then
Yeah.
somehow those women get on the panels or get to dealing with a dude behind the back chats. And like I said before, next thing you know, the brothers are fighting each other over a Trojan horse woman who doesn't have the best interest of the men. So
Right.
why not seek out and engage with women that are on a strong level and not with that low vibration stuff?
Yep. Exactly. And I want to get to this woman
Hold on.
right
Let me just say.
here. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
go
whoa,
ahead.
whoa. I got to get her on.
Well, I got
Omega Courtney.
I got to go though.
Okay, make your last remarks quick.
Yeah, man. I mean, you absolutely right with that, with that low vibration stuff, man. You absolutely right. But then again, some of us, as males out here, some of us, we weaken the knees anyway. You know what I'm saying? As soon as something come around, they get like a little love, and then next thing you know it, they can't hold, they can't, think with their mind. They think with the meat in between.
So
But
then
all
that
in
means
all,
that
man, it
they're
was
a
a good
boy.
chat,
They're
man.
not a man.
Yeah,
Right,
that's true.
exactly.
Very good chat. I hope the chat put up with y'all soon. I gotta go down the street, man.
All right,
Help
man. Have
somebody
a
with some
safe,
stuff.
safe day. Good
All
day,
right,
man,
Mike.
to you.
Mike, hit me up on the email later, dog.
Right on.
All right,
Yeah.
right on with you. Okay, now we got Omega Courtney, the lovely one. Introduce yourself, please.
Hey, thank you so much. Again for hosting such a discussion, especially on a day like today, change of events or change of the guards with leadership. Yes, I am Omega Courtney. Actually, real name is Courtney Omega. It's just a little reverse because we are on YouTube, right? So you're kind of a little flipped
Right.
upside down and a little reversed as it goes.
Uh-huh. Right.
I am a fellow content creator, also a former elected official, and a new Atlanta, Georgia resident again. So, definitely a lot of these topics are hitting on all angles as it pertains to relations and relationships, and just kind of I think our culture, our community, as well as our diaspora, with how we are moving forward So I'm really excited about being a part of this discussion. I literally just I see that it's been going for a little bit, but I honestly just got the notification and jumped right in, and
Oh wow, yeah, that's YouTube. That's YouTube for you.
I
Yeah.
know it's crazy because people tell me the same thing with my lives. Like they'll come in, we're about an hour and a half in, and they'll be like, "Hey, I just made it," and I'm like, "We're about to wrap up." But I just want to extend myself again, brother. Whenever because you usually are really good about sending me the links, but whenever whenever these type of topics are coming up, I love to be involved, even if not to be on a panel, but just even listening in because you know um yeah, I honestly, because I'm kind of back new into the YouTube content creator thing. I literally
Hmm.
just made my 1 year anniversary
Congratulations.
October. Yeah, thank you. And I just honestly, I think I was so I was really surprised and actually concerned and really shocked by just kind of the war of the worlds between the black manosphere and females, and just really not understanding how things kind of cultivated this way. So this is where I like to be involved in these type of discussions because I think they're very meaningful. I think that we can just figure out ways that we can practice solution execution
Hmm.
as opposed to like rehashing the same rhetoric,
Hmm.
women hitting the wall and, you know,
Well.
men not building and,
Hmm.
women being the main supporters of the LGBTQRXTUVWXY community. Because as the brother was saying, when we look at school boards, this is something that I worked with and knew very, very well because parents were a big part of my base as an elected official. And a lot of our parents aren't involved in the school board, and you have no idea what type of curriculum is coming down. A
Hmm.
lot of parents that are just, whether we're overworked or whether we are just distracted, or as I like to say, distracted or confused, and we aren't coming in for those meetings. We aren't engaging with the educators that are ahead of literally our children's conditioning, because that's what it is. um we got a lot we need to check in about, as a people. So I'm always excited to have these type of discussions. So thank you again for allowing
Anytime.
me on board.
Let
Well,
me, Courtney, for you go. Good points you made,
Thank you.
and peace to you, sister.
Thank you.
Let me bring this to the table, real quick. Yes, black people, we do need to be more involved in our local government because all government is local first. We need to be involved in the school boards, definitely.
Oh, can we get
Uh,
that? Can you highlight that quote from that brother? Thank you so much. My gosh, all government is local government first. Please highlight that, brother. Underrated, please.
all government is local first. And
hmm
part of that local government is your school board, and you need to be involved in it. But what I notice in most schools, like public schools and private, you'll see a lot of white mothers and fathers that have the time to be involved in these school boards. I think one of the reasons why it's not an excuse, but I think it is a reality of a social reality. You don't have as many black people involved in these school boards as we would like, at least some. And I think it has to do with social economics. If you're working to put food on the table and pay your rent, and you're struggling, and you're working long hours, as many black people in those situations are doing, by the time you get off work, the PTA is over. You're not even able to go if you wanted to. And in some cases, you're so tired, you're not thinking about it. It's unfortunate. It sounds like an excuse, but it is a factor in some
It
of our
is a
lower
factor. Yeah,
economically deprived black communities where that's not on their biggest mind. Their biggest mind is surviving day to day.
it is. But let me tell you, and this is where we've got to be very honest and making some hard discussions here, because again, it's going to hurt to hear, but I say it's like this: when you go to the doctor and the doctor comes back and the report may not be so great, you can't get mad at the doctor. You can't get mad at the doctor. Like, we got to start looking internally. And I can just tell you and I'm going to be very honest here with my own. I'm going to be very transparent. So I, I definitely concur. That is a solid reason. A lot of us we are tired. Okay, I don't mean tired. I mean, we are tired. We are working 2-3 jobs because a lot of our households, let's be very clear, they're single parent households. They're single parent households, and there's a single parent that is having to do about 2 or 3 times the work to bring in to make ends meet. But I will say this. I'm going to drop the mic after I say this, and I'm going to let you continue. Let there be a Pop Warner football game, and those seats are full.
You know why, though, sister? You're absolutely right. But you know why? Because what has happened to black people? We have been sports and play oriented. We have been religious oriented, and we have focused our attention on, well, my son, for example, he might just get a scholarship and take mommy out of the hood, take mommy and daddy to another place. So and then we have black men in turn black men who will be motivated to go out to the field of sport and play and work with our youth in sport and play. But if I sit up here on a panel, as I did some weeks ago, and say, hey, how many of you are willing to mentor a young man? And some will say, well, I don't have the time. And then you know what I say to them, sister? Okay, if you don't have the time or you don't really have the desire, have you ever thought about sponsoring and supporting an organization where you have men that are willing to do the work that you may not want to do physically, but you can sponsor an organization? Give a little, and I said that on a panel one night, and it got so quiet you can hear a rat pissing on cotton.
Well, let me tell you what.
Hello.
Let me.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the honesty we need to be having.
But see, let me. Oh, go ahead, sis. I finished.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I always say a diamond and a son. I have a daughter and a son. My daughter is 13. My son is 11. People would always ask me, "Oh, why don't you get that boy? Why don't you get him out there on the football? Why don't you get him out there on football?" I said, you know what? I'm really not going on. What, don't you want him to, have the camaraderie of team sports and this and that? I said, my son, he's a great swimmer, and he is.
You're cutting up, sister.
He's in check.
Okay.
So those are how I'm trying to work in those. He needs to learn how to be tough, because I would go out, to a lot of because again, that's where the parents are. So when I would go out and visit a lot of these practices, when I'm trying to locate a parent who couldn't come to the last
She's cut.
City Hall
you're bogging.
You're bogging.
Last council meeting where we were discussing their children's school and changes that they were making.
Oh, you're bogging bad.
Right. Yeah. Man, I hope she can come back in.
Who, me? Yeah. But I would see these coaches. Oh, I don't know. It might be bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you bought.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think sports is important because it can build character. But I think that black people have for so long relied on that being the ticket to get out of your lifestyle that you're not happy being in. And then there's a certain double reward to it because you see people signing these big sports contracts and blah blah blah, versus when you have a young man who has talent for writing or talent for science. We don't see that. Wow, that could be a successful career that he could go into, or that young man could be a great entrepreneur someday, because we don't see it on television where they're drafting. I mean, you've never in your life seen them draft black kids for their math, black kids for their science and their reading and other skills like that. But we do see an NBA draft and in an NFL draft where they get drafted and there's all this excitement because they're about to sign a big $1 million contract. You see?
Well,
so there's a certain cinema, should I say, that goes along with that, feeds into black people's mind to say, you know what? I'm willing to get out there and watch my son play football, or get out there and support that because there's this big giant reward that I think I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get me a fancy car because this my nephew, he's gonna be big time, right? Mm-hmm. But does the same energy, is that paid attention to a young man who's working in STEM? You can make a lot of money in STEM. You can make money in engineering or trade skill. Is there a popping circumstance paid to the young man who's not in the gang, who didn't get in some kind of trouble, but he just stayed on a great road of academic success? Yet you have the young man who was in the gang, who was living a thug life, and you notice how those young men, when they turn their life around, they get more celebrated than the young men who didn't even go down that road.
Yeah. Well, I could tell you, like what I did a video, I think about 2 or 3 days ago. I was taking care of something, so I said, let me do a video. So I did a video to let people know what I do around my neighborhood. I walk around my neighborhood, making sure the young man and the young woman is fine. Check on, make sure they have identifications, because sometimes cops be stopping them and be harassing them. And also I check the other things in our community. I actually let the people know this is what I do. This is part of my purpose. And I think that everything what you're saying is good. Not saying nothing wrong with that. But I think that we got to get back the old school checking. So I took upon myself that that's what I'm going to do. I walk in these streets. Sometimes I go to the store. Sometimes I put my stuff up. I just walk around and I make sure everything's all right. Now there are some going to say you might, you might get yourself hurt, or sometimes during these days the school bus is giving out lunches to these kids. Sometimes they don't want it, so I take those lunches, and I give. There's a adult rehabilitation center, or disability center. I give it to those people because I know they are disfranchised themselves. But see, that's part of my purpose. That's what I do. I feel that part of mentoring, you have to be in contact with these kids. You got to be in contact. Yeah, it's good that you be in the center. That's well and good that you be in school. But all about mentoring, you got to be in one-on-one in these streets. You have to let them know that they care. You have to let them know that they do have potential. So I took upon myself, I do that. And I've been doing this for a long time, even when I was born and raised in New York, and it spilled over in Virginia. And I feel that I get greater gratification of that, to do whatever I can, because at times the society is not talking to these kids. They don't want to be bothered with these kids. And I know there are some black men, there are some black women that's going to get mad at that, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. They don't care. They don't even care what the parents work 2 or 3 jobs. They don't even care. Sometimes the parents is not even around. Sometimes the parents be actually having a good time and leave these kids in the street. So I took upon myself for a long time, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be their voice. And so sometimes you got to tap in really yourself that, I'm willing to do it. Are you willing to put yourself out there? And by everything what you're saying is cool, but it should never be narrowed of what we just talked about. It should be greater than that, because It's going to get worse. There's no ifs and buts about it. So, but we got to be there. And I'll leave it as that.
Thank you for allowing me to come on today. Take care, everybody.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Okay, go, Professor.
Yes, sir. There are many things that we can do, and it's, that thing where we have to make the best decisions to the best of our ability. And there was a time where that dad wasn't there in sports, and those type things did help.
Yes.
But if we look at it, well, how much help did it provide? Because a lot of them young boys ended up in the system. I'm not saying it's not beneficial, wasn't beneficial, but according to numbers, it falls back to how beneficial was it? I mean, if you get 1 out of 200, is that sufficient? You got a football team, that has 50 players, whole league got about 200, but out of that league, you only get out of the 200, only 5 that didn't fall into the system. I'm saying that the picture isn't. The picture is painted beautiful, but the inner workings of the picture are not. And these are things we have to deal with. So that which you do under going out and walking the neighborhood and talking with young boys, and, young people in general, and that's what helps establish a direction. Because if anybody understands, everybody doesn't make it into the NFL.
Don't.
Everybody doesn't make it to the NBA. Well, and everybody doesn't even make it to college level. Football, baseball, basketball, whatever it is. Everybody doesn't make it to high school level football or basketball. There's only so many who can go on the field. There's only so many. But what we do know that everybody can be exposed to education. Everybody can be exposed to some mentoring. Everybody can be exposed to some information that will help lead them in a better direction. And that's the purpose of these spaces we have. We're that information. We're that knowledge for those who seek to help, especially the Black man, that Black boy. These spaces here are designed to help develop that, because if we are to look historically, every time we've done something, it's been torn down, and then we come back in another facet. We come back. So we need to work on it while we have it, because you best believe there are powers that be that are working to tear it down again, because that's the MO. We see what they do, let them put together and see what they do and see what we can get from it. And then they move to tear it down. And this is those mediums in this time, in this space, this era, that will eventually be worked on to be torn down, not only by others, but by those who look like us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
So,
Oh, she left off. If you come back, Omega, you can come because I'm be a few minutes. Like I said, go, Professor. I will do the underrated mukbang at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, if you come back, I think you're gonna like it. 7 o'clock. Yep, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I got it all. Got it all figured out. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the ingredients right now.
all right, all right,
Yeah, yeah.
all right.
You gonna be you gonna like underrated. Underrated. I said, I know, I got you. Did I got some good for the family. It's different, but it's healthy. Let me repeat it again. It's different, but it's healthy. And it's tasty too. So I'm trying to wait till the to Omega come back. I don't know if she'll come back or not. But anyway, matter of fact, make your last remarks, brother. I'm gonna close this out because I gotta rest up and get on my masterpiece.
All right. And say that it is not only about me. It is not only about me. Underrated darkness. It's about BGSM. It's about DS1, the God, Sheep Stay Sleep. It is about Crimson Q. It's about Nicole Lee, Raining Woman. My point is, we need to support and subscribe and help move the direction forward. We all know this whole thing has been about the center of a certain being, and that is you, black man. That is you, black man. I just seen the Roger report. He just gave the connection to you. Hey, peace, Roger. I want to say support and subscribe to the Roger report.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Roger. Hey, Roger. Hey, when I be into my broadcast, I be saying, in the immortal words of Roger, the Roger report, support, subscribe. I'm also right, and I'm out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I developed another hashtag, brother, a few minutes ago. You want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Everybody can. It's hashtag Black Man. Get your weight up. Hashtag Black Man. Get your weight up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, look, I maintain and I repeat it, it is not only about me. Of course, I would love for people to support and subscribe to my channel. And if they desire to financially donate to my channel, beautiful. But with that.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Roger. The Roger Report Live. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Roger Report. And I'm not just saying it. Black man, if you want to be inspired, go support the Roger Report Live, please. I was on it. I've been going to them for a while, but I got on there. It's brothers. We uniting. It doesn't make it there. What you do, you just come there and be inspired. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate Roger Report Live. Oh yeah, brother. If you willing to come back at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be back for the Underrated Mukbang 7. Yes. Go Professor has twisted my arm and beat me up and told me I need to do more mukbang. So I have to do it. Getting Kylie, knots in my head. That's not funny no more. I'm just messing with you.
And I want to also say, back to the basics. I appreciate you and how you moving in the
Yes.
space. You're laying out our links and you're putting in that work. She's part of that tool belt
Yes.
mafia.
Yeah. See,
Part
you
of
be
that
grabbing
tool
two.
belt mafia. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
you be grabbing two belts from my channel, man. See, you not right, man. I thought the two belts. Now let's mess with you. Let's mess
Hey, this tool belt mafia is something for real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want you to go subscribe to Go Professor, please. He be dropping knowledge, and it's all by inspiring.
I
And
appreciate it.
it's all by inspiring. Sometimes I go down and sometimes us as brothers, and when we in our 50s, sometimes that people don't understand what we go through. But it's always good that if you have a brother in the 50s that understand that sometimes that we struggle with spirituality. We do struggle to be in the culture. And sometimes we do struggle to try to do whatever we can as a leader to upheld this culture, to keep our family together. No matter if you single or you with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yes, sir.
gotta understand that that's where I'm coming from. We gotta stop saying let things. Oh, I can do it. I can do this. No. Sometimes you fall short, black man. Sometimes you gotta reach up there. You gotta understand. I need sometimes you don't have to say it. Sometimes you say, yo, but go professor. I need help. I need your help, brother.
Yes,
I
sir.
I need a little push on. Yeah, you gotta do it for yourself. At first you gotta do it for yourself, but I need you, black man. I'm not
Hey,
being respected. I'm doing everything right, but maybe what you can give me can help to help go through the process in a dignified order way. You hear what I'm saying, black man? Hear what I'm saying? There's help out there. Apply
yes,
it, especially if a brother is a genuine righteous person, righteous brother. You got you can't turn that away now. You can't turn that away.
yes, sir.
Embrace that. So I just want to say thank you and stuff like that. Oh yeah, thank you.
Back to the
Back to the
basics.
basics. My email. My cash app is $ capital JT 53000. Also, I had PayPal is J it's all in caps. JT Black 53. There it is. So if you want to donate and hit the like button and share it, and again, thank you to Roger, the Roger Report Live. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I got some good for the family. Possible I might squeeze a dessert out. I might. If you act right, might make it. But if you get on my nerves, you ain't getting none. Let me stop. But I just want y'all to come back at 7. I got a little time, a little rest, and then I gotta get my creativity going, cause I feel it right now. So on behalf of my channel, the underrated darkness, your truth, the underrated one, the number one great. If you new, please sub to the channel. Make sure the bell is lit. And thank you for the participating of this conversation of the underrated afternoon talk. Guys, everybody that joined the panel, thank you so much. You're bringing a lot, and we most likely we got to keep this conversation going because we still gotta lift spirits up and stuff, and also let's still be engaged. So everybody, and also everybody was in the chat engaging. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate. Please come back because I got some good for the family. So go, Professor. Do you want to make your last remarks, or you already did?
Hey, once again, support the space, and we need to keep pushing. Hey, look, listen, black man, I love you. I may hate your behavior, but I love you. Hey, listen, black woman, I love you. I may hate your behaviors, but I love you, and we're gonna keep it pushing. All right, I'm out.
That's good. Thank you. Black man. Keep your weight up. Black man. Hashtag black man. Get your weight up, man. Very important. Get your weight up. All right. Love y'all. This one, 7 o'clock. Okay, Omega. Boy. I'm telling you, this YouTube something else. I mean, StreamYard something else. But 7 o'clock, I'll be back tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank y'all for participating of the Underrated. Got cut off again. Oh, Sylvia, BB Scratching, thanks for coming. Sorry I missed you. Come back at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back. On behalf of my channel, the Underrated Dark Yoshi, the Underrated One, the #1 grinder, I'll be back 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, the Underrated Mukbang 7. All right. This one is Ghost.